What's poppin', boys? Today I'm just gonna be kind of chatting and chilling. I'm not gonna sweat my balls off to try to win the game or anything. I'm gonna kind of play with my brain turned off a bit. I'm focused more on commentary and just talking. So if you came here to watch me sweat and stuff, you got the wrong video here. I'm just here to chat. But I kind of wanted to talk about the meaning of life because somebody asked me that on a Q&A thing recently, and I love that question, you know what I mean? I think that's a great question. I think that's a question that all people at some point in their lives ask themselves, and everyone usually comes up with a different answer. And I don't think any answer is necessarily wrong because I don't think life has any intrinsic meaning. I think the meaning of life is subjective and varies from person to person. And if you have a meaning of life that is more simple or not as astronomical as some other person's, I don't think your meaning is wrong or lesser. I think you just have a different meaning in life. You want to achieve different things in life. Not all people want to become this big, great thing, you know what I mean? Now, do I think it's better to have a big meaning in life and want to achieve something great? Sure, yeah, I mean, why not, right? I mean, the more the merrier, shit. But, you know, I don't think that's essential, you know? Hold this, thank you very much. But yeah, I contemplate that question quite often, and I always come up with a different answer every time I think about it, but I like my most recent answer I came up for. And my most recent answer to that question was that I think the meaning of life is to give life meaning, because I don't think it comes with any meaning. I think the purpose of this all is to give it meaning, you know what I mean? Give your life purpose. If you want to sit down and play games all day and do nothing else with your life, then maybe that's the meaning of your life. You know, I don't think life comes with any inherent purpose. I think, you know what I mean? Just, you come up with that yourself. And I think our desires and the things we want to accomplish play a big role in our meaning of life. Because, ooh, damn, that was sweet. But because, ooh, hello there. You want to die again, buddy? Okay, cool. I'm cool with that. Yeah, was it worth it? Oh! Oh, she has made for this. Nice. She's speedy, isn't she? That's cool. Damn, is she fast or what? Hold this. Sheesh. She's faster than me, damn near. Hold this. I'm better. Wow. She's so fast. Yeah, I think I catch her here. I catch you here, I catch you here, I catch you here. Wow, how fast is this chick? Holy shit. Thank you very much. I need Jolt. Sweet. Damn, I said I wasn't gonna try, but here I am trying. Alright, I'm gonna stop trying. I'm gonna stop trying. I'm gonna stop trying. Anyways, yeah, what was I saying? Something about, like, something deep. Oh, I'll just go ahead and hang him here. Why not? Hold this, buddy. Thank you. Sweet. Nice. Got this guy right here. Dude, I can't. Okay, I need to stop. I need to stop trying. Shit. Okay, I'm done trying. Okay, I'm gonna purposely lose this game, actually. I'm gonna just purposely lose. I don't care. But anyways, yeah, I think a big factor defining our meaning in life comes from the things we want to accomplish and our desires in life. And the pursuit to realize our desires and make our accomplishments be accomplished are a big part in the meaning of life, you know what I mean? Because that plays a big role in our daily activities. Because at the end of the day, it's what you wish to achieve. So yeah, and I think... Hold this. Sweet. You know, and I think these hardships are what truly define us and give us character and season us as people. No interesting story is told without an antagonist or a problem, you know? Hold this, thank you very much. Name me a book that had no problems throughout the whole story. Everything was just perfect the whole time, there's no antagonist, and everything's fine. You know? Name me an interesting book that plays out like that. You can't, it doesn't exist. Because every interesting story has hardship. It's just how it goes. People that have lived hard lives usually have really great stories to tell. They're very seasoned, very interesting to talk to, and they have a lot to offer other people in terms of knowledge and things of that matter. Sweet. Gets them every time, baby. Hold this. Hold this. But yeah, I kind of relate life and people to sort of a math equation. You know, like the solution is worth nothing without a problem first. Because if you only have a solution without a problem, the solution is worth nothing because it solved nothing because there was no problem to begin with. And life and people kind of work the same way. And by the way, y'all don't have to comment tips about how I should be leaving more trails and stuff with my pyramid head right now. Once again, I'm not trying to win this match. I'm just playing for like something to do in the background as I talk. I'm not really focused right now. Because y'all know how I really play when I focus. You really think they be doing this shit to me right now? Hold. Gotcha, stupid. Nice. But yeah, I actually enjoy hardships. I think hardships harden your ship And yeah, they season you as a person, they mold you, they make you see what you're really made of. You get to see your true character, you know what I mean? When you've got problems to fix and people rely on you and stuff like that, you know? What's this boy up to? Can I get a jolt on you, my boy? Oh, shit. I think if he was really smart... Okay. Okay, that's interesting. Made for this in resilience, boys. That perk will take you real far. But yeah, you know, I just be thinking, you know, just... I feel like I never stop thinking. My mind is always just racing with thoughts, you know, thinking. I can't turn it off. It's why I have insomnia. I stay up all night thinking until I wake up, basically. You know, my life kind of feels like living in a prison cell with the guards playing loud music through the speaker, and it just never turns off, and you're trying to sleep through it. You know what I mean? It's just, it never stops, you know, it just never stops. Oh, this... And a lot of people consider that a good thing, that I think a lot. You know, I think more people need to think a lot and stop always stimulating themselves with music or friends or, you know what I mean? Just all these outside things that stop you from thinking, you know? You know, things like TikTok and stuff, you know, things that basically just kill your time and make you turn your brain off and turn you into this mindless drone, you know, this mindless zombie that just goes from dopamine hit to dopamine hit, waiting for its next fix. I just, you know, I think more people should just... you know, have wholesome moments with themselves and get to learn themselves. I think that's how you get to learn yourself, you know what I mean? You hang out with yourself, you get to know yourself, just like what you would do to get to know anybody, you know what I mean? You hang out with them and get to know them, learn them, talk with them, you know? I don't feel like enough people talk to themselves. I feel like the people in your life should have to compete with you for your own company, instead of the other way around. I don't think the other way around is very healthy. Hold this, sweet. Nice, alright. He's out of here. Nice try, stupid. Somehow I still won this game, and I literally didn't even try. Unless he has deliverance, maybe, or something? I don't know. Maybe I don't win. Hold this and let's find out. Let's get ready for it in case he does. Oh, no, okay, cool. Damn, it's actually kind of crazy that I won that, considering I literally was not trying at all. Ooh, that's rough. Ooh, we got Pyramid Head on Midwich. Sweet. Once again, though, I'm not playing to win here. Alright, I'm not playing to win. I'm vibing. Okay? Okay. You know, it takes two to tango, you know what I mean? You can't have the solution without the problem in the first place, so, yeah. But yeah, you know, speaking of, like, Pyramid Head and Midwich and everything, I kind of want to play Silent Hill, you know? I love Silent Hill. It's one of my favorite works of art ever, you know? But I've never played the games. I know all about the lore and stuff, you know? I've watched so many lore videos. I love the soundtrack and everything, you know what I mean? I absolutely love Silent Hill, but... I've never played the games. I only know about the lore and stuff, like Valtiel and the Red God and etc, etc. I know all that stuff, but, you know, I don't know. I just, you know, I would like to play the games and record myself playing the games, make it funny or whatever. I don't know. Just a thought. I don't know, just a thought. I think it could be pretty fun, but it seems like my channel doesn't really do too well in other games outside of Dead by Daylight. People don't really seem to be interested in like the Dead Space videos and stuff like that, which is cool. I mean, it is what it is. At the end of the day, you know, I mostly post Dead by Daylight content, so I don't really expect everyone else to go check out the other shit, because it's probably not really their interest, but yeah. I do want to make this more of a variety channel, though, and stuff. You know, I love social commentary, political commentary, you know, playing other games, etc., etc. I don't want it to just be one theme forever, but yeah, you know. Right now, I do want to focus on DBD and, like, try to get as big as I can get within the DBD community. This game is pretty fun right now, you know, it's not too bad, you know, I'm not complaining too much, you know, it's chill, you know, it's chill. Watch this shit, boys. It gets them every time. What the? Hold this. Sweet. This boy's everywhere. Hold this. Sweet. But yeah, man, I want to do this more often, where I just make a video where I'm just chatting, not really playing serious and stuff. You know, I want to do this more often. I saw the new affirmative action law that got passed, that certain students can't get priority in colleges on the basis of race, and I see a lot of people complaining about that. But I don't think your chance or opportunity into something should ever be amplified by the basis of your race. I think that's a very racist idea, you know what I mean? And racism can go all ways. I don't think any race should be favored over the other. Hispanics shouldn't be favored over blacks, and blacks shouldn't be favored over whites, and whites shouldn't be favored over blacks. I think it's just fair. That's equality. But a lot of people claim they want equality, but they don't really want equality. They just want their race to do better than every other race. That's mostly what it is. Nice. But yeah, that's just how I feel about it. I think affirmative action kind of generalizes all the racial groups and just assumes that each racial group is always doing better than the other, you know what I mean? Like, it kind of just assumes that all blacks and Hispanics are doing worse than all whites and Asians in the country, but that's just not true. There's no reason that a black kid from Upper Marlboro, which is one of the most affluent black counties in the country, should have an opportunity based on his race amplified compared to, let's say, a white kid in a really poor area, maybe living in a trailer park somewhere in Mississippi or some shit. Like, yeah, one is black and one is white, but one is doing far worse. And if you think that all whites are doing better than blacks, or they just have this built-in extreme privilege that they can just cash in on at any time, I think your perception of the world is very skewed, maybe by the media or by your school, or I don't know, the indoctrination that goes on in all these schools. I don't know, but yeah. I mean, I live around plenty of wealthy blacks, and I've lived in Montgomery County, where there's plenty of wealthy Hispanics and wealthy blacks and all types of wealthy minority groups. So when people say, blacks are always oppressed or have no opportunity or are always doing far worse than whites and stuff, it's just not true. It's just not true. And I think assuming that no black person will be accepted based on merit is racist. That's racist. I saw a tweet saying that. They're like, oh, there's no affirmative action. They can't get into these schools easier than other kids. Oh, well, there's no chance they can get in then. Oh, they'll never be accepted based on their achievement or their merit. Like, what in the name of racism? Bro, what are you talking about? Everyone should be put on the same playing field despite their race. Hold this. Sweet. Cool. Alright, nice. Hold this. Cool beans, baby. But yeah, I just think it's an outdated idea, affirmative action, and a lot of people want to talk about the school systems, about how blacks and Hispanics are in worse school systems, but that is a whole other topic, and we can talk about why these school systems are falling apart. You know what I mean? All these politicians promising money in certain districts or certain places, and that money never shows up, because at the end of the day, it's all an investment. And why would you want to invest your money into a place that is a bad investment? There's constant shootings and robberies, and businesses are constantly getting broken into and stuff like that. I mean, is it not right to put any money into the areas that need it? Of course it's not right. But does it also make sense? Yeah, it kind of does make sense. Why would you want to put all your money into these businesses in these areas where the people just burn it down and rob it and shoot each other outside of it? That's not good for business. But that's thinking logically, and a lot of people don't want to think logically. They want to think with their heart, So, yeah. A lot of people are bleeding hearts, and they think more with their emotions than, just raw logic. And I think of myself as just a logical thinker, just kind of like a robot. I think of things straight up logically, objective. I don't take any side based on how I feel or et cetera, et cetera. I do take my life experience into account, but you know what I mean? I feel like my life experience isn't very similar to a lot of people's in this country in terms of like traditional ideas of certain topics and things. I've seen the other side that a lot of people don't get to see. I've seen neighborhoods with houses that start at $500,000, all occupied by black people in Upper Marlboro. I think the media is very harmful, but I think if you watch media and watch the news and stuff, you are misinformed, but if you don't watch it, then you're uninformed. So it's kind of a lose-lose situation here, Hold that, sweet. But yeah, the media is tricky. It's very tricky, I feel like it's just too political, I feel like it's all too political. And I think businesses in this country are also all too political. I wish they would take more of a neutral ground approach, but that's, never gonna happen, Like, I don't feel like I should know exactly what political side of the spectrum YouTube leans on or something, Damn, that was so close. And I think that's also why Kick is doing so well compared to Twitch, is because Twitch has a very obvious and clear political side. You know, you know which side they're voting for over at Twitch. But on Kick, you know, you can kind of have your own opinions on things, and it doesn't have to be the typical opinion that the platform agrees with. And I think you have a little more freedom to speak that way. You can speak your mind. And I think that's healthy for a platform. You know, it breeds new ideas, and, you know, it doesn't, you know, just put everybody in an echo chamber, but find new ways to think. I think it's okay to disagree with people, you know, helps you reach new ideas. Damn, I really don't know how I'm doing this right now. I have no idea how I'm killing these teams. I'm literally not trying. I don't think people should ever generalize a whole group of people based solely on race, because, you know, all around the country there are people that come from all different sorts of backgrounds, and you don't really know their position in life. So it's not okay to generalize. Just because you personally have never seen it yourself doesn't mean it's not out there. You know, Asians do better than whites in this country. Does that mean all Asians are doing better than every other race in the country? No, there are tons of poor Asians in America. There's tons of poor whites in America. There are tons of poor blacks, poor Hispanics, rich Hispanics, rich Asians, rich whites. You know what I mean? Like, it's not just black and white. You can't just generalize everybody and just look at numbers. You have to take a lot of things into account here. And a lot of arguments that are attacking getting rid of affirmative action tend to, you know, just kind of generalize all people based on race, which I think is kind of a racist thing to do. I mean, you think you're fighting for equality, but in the process, you're being racist as shit because you're just ignorantly generalizing. It's never okay to generalize. You know, I live in a pretty wealthy black area. You know, I never see white people where I live ever. And a lot of the black people where I live are very wealthy, and they live in nice houses and drive nice cars. Like, the parking lot outside my gym looks like a damn car show. You see Rolls Royces and Bentleys and all types of shit out there. And everything is black owned. All the houses are black owned. Everything is black owned. If I grew up here and decided to close my mind and generalize, then I would assume that every black person in the country is living like this, because it's what I see on my day-to-day life. So I just think, oh, all black people are rich, all black people are privileged. But as soon as I travel outside the area and go to maybe Southeast DC, Baltimore, etc., I would see that that's not the case. Same thing with white people. If you live in a white suburb and a lot of the white people are doing pretty good, pretty decent, it's stupid to think that all white people in the country are living like that. Go to Louisiana, Mississippi, somewhere in the South, you know, visit one of those trailer parks. You would see that it's not the case for everybody. So to generalize and think that everybody is privileged, or, you know, just to generalize people in general is not, it's not a wise thing to do, because it doesn't paint the full picture. And you can't just look at numbers all the time, because numbers don't tell the full story. And one more thing in regards to the affirmative action thing, and I know I have like a different outfit on, I'm about to go walk my dog, but I just thought of one more thing I wanted to add, is when people bring up the perceived lack of opportunity for certain minority groups in the country, affirmative action isn't the answer to that, because the answer to solve inequality isn't with more inequality. In achieving equality in general, it is unrealistic. That's a very utopian way of thought. It's never going to happen. Now, does that mean we shouldn't pursue it? No, that doesn't mean we shouldn't pursue it, but I don't think that that is the way to achieve that. I think affirmative action is a step backwards. And yeah, two wrongs don't make a right. And look, if 4 people are in a race and 2 keep coming short, the solution to that isn't to tie weights on the ankles of the other 2 that are winning, which is essentially what affirmative action does. But yeah, the media is a really tricky device. You know, it's very tricky. There's a lot of agenda setting that goes on, and I don't think that's healthy for people. A lot of people that don't go out in the real world, or maybe live in an area where they're not exposed to certain racial groups, they get an idea of how the country, or I should say false idea of how certain people in the country get treated on a day-to-day basis. Because at the end of the day, I do think they try to propagate a race war and kind of just race bait and all this other stuff. They purposely don't report certain things, like this mass shooting in Baltimore yesterday, where 28 people, I believe, were shot and 2 were killed at a block party in Baltimore. I mean, I haven't seen that so far on any major news source. Why? Because obviously it wasn't a white guy that did it, so it's not going to get the same clicks, and they can't, you know, propagate their race war and race bait and, you know, paint this narrative that all blacks are under attack by whites in the country. You know, it doesn't really fit the narrative. So, you know, it won't get reported, and it can go in all sorts of directions. You know, there was a shooting in a Walmart near me where, like, 8 people or so, I forgot, but quite a few people died. and the shooter was black. And of course, the media, completely failed to bring that up. But I only saw it on these really niche, like low key media sources. They weren't playing it on CNN or anything. I was wondering why, and I instantly knew, because I heard it, but I didn't see it on the news. I knew, oh, the shooter must be black. That's why they're not reporting it, because they can't report the race war. They can't, stir everybody up. And instead, they were reporting on that gay club shooting that happened in Florida, I believe. Oh, that was still on the news. And less people died in that than at the Walmart shooting, but it wasn't as, inflammatory and, just get every people up in arms and freaking out. Oh, hate crime. It's just, they know what gets the most clicks. They know what they're doing, so yeah. It is agenda setting at its finest, and if you don't know what agenda setting is, it's a theory about basically the media, and I think it's really interesting. So, if you want to learn more about that, look it up and see if, you agree with it. I think it's a very useful and enlightening theory to, approach the media with, just keep it in mind as you intake media, news, etc., just keep that stuff in mind, because there is a certain message they try to push, obviously, you know what I mean? And July 4th is rolling around, and I do love this country, but I really don't like our government, and I don't like this moral high ground that our government constantly puts out into the world, acting like they're just the purest force of good in the world. We're as corrupt as any other government, and we've done lots of harm, and I don't think that makes the country bad. I just think it means our government is corrupt like all the rest. And I think it's ridiculous how we can shovel billions over to Ukraine at the drop of a dime, but we can't put money into places like Baltimore or even DC, where the president lays their head. Like, I don't know if y'all have ever been to DC, but literally right down the street from the White House, there are villages of tents full of homeless people stabbing each other to death over heroin needles and shit. I think that is absolutely absurd. But yeah, at the end of the day, no country is perfect, and America has provided a lot of opportunity and freedom and escape for people of, all different backgrounds from all over the world. So to paint America as only this massive force for evil is disingenuous, if you wish to do that. I don't think that's smart at all. I feel like too many people in this country don't really appreciate America, man. They don't really, people risk their lives from all over the world to try to get here, to try to escape their oppressive countries and oppressive governments. You think America's so bad. You haven't been anywhere else, my boy. We have it pretty nice over here. And all the people that bitch about capitalism are the people that benefit the most from it, as they're on their iPhones that were made by child slaves in other countries and stuff, like, what do you want about? But at the end of the day, people love a witch hunt. They just want to hate something altogether. That's what really brings people together, is hating one thing together. Y'all notice that? Everyone just wants to hate something together, you know what I mean? That's why it's so easy to get popular for being disliked than liked. Look at Bad Baby, for example. You think if she was just this decent person who wasn't absurdly annoying that she would have blown up and got as rich as she is now? No, everyone went to hate her together, and that's why she blew up, and look at her now. She actually turned into something decent. She's not as unbearable as she was when she was younger. It's just a lot easier to be hated than to be liked in terms of blowing up and stuff. It's just, it'll do more for you. Because everyone wants to hate some shit together, you know what I mean? People are naturally just haters. I believe that. People are just haters. And let's be honest, it is more fun to hate some shit than it is to just sit around and talk good about some shit and like some shit. People love talking shit. It's fun. It's fun. It's just something to do, you know what I mean? Just, life is tricky, not everything's perfect. It is what it is, It's how it goes. My flicks have kind of been on point with Pyramid Head today. Let me tell you, my flicks have been on point. If I can get her down here, that would be sweet. Let's see if I can... Nice. Sweet, I'm just the better man. But yeah, I don't really believe in any side of the political spectrum 100%. I think that's kind of silly to do that. You know what I mean? You should see things from a middle ground and, take what you like from one side and, consider that, and take what you like from the other side and consider that. And, don't just 100% subscribe to anything. Don't just be a slave to any idea and blindly follow it. I mean, what happens when that idea starts taking a morbid shape or an oppressive shape, where you're just going to follow it because it's the side you picked and you can't switch now because it'll make you fake, or everyone's going to say you switched up, or, don't just be a blind follower of anything or anybody, because oftentimes there's a lot you don't see, that's at play behind the scenes, and you don't really know what you're subscribed to for real. You don't know the end goal. You don't know how much of what's being said is only to get you on their side, etc., etc. Maybe I just have a really pessimistic and dark view of government and people and stuff like that, but I think it's realistic based off my life experience and what I've seen play out. Oh, this, damn. Kind of folding here a little bit on it. Thank you very much. Oh, and I don't mean to get too political on this channel. I'm not trying to be like super politically divisive or polarizing on the channel. You know what I mean? I'm just chatting. I'm just talking. I'm not trying to say anything to, you know, get anybody angry or anything. If you choose to get mad at what I say, then you choose to, you know, get mad at what I say. I don't think anything I'm saying is harmful, though. You know? And if you disagree with what I'm saying, I mean, I don't think there's any need to attack me for it. Sometimes people disagree, you know, it's just is what it is. Because at the end of the day, you're not going to agree with everybody on everything because everybody lives a different life, you know. I'm speaking from what I've seen in my life, and chances are you and I have lived very different lives. We have very different experiences, and our experiences and our culture affect and impact our thoughts. So, you know, we have different experiences, different culture, and, you know, our thoughts are impacted differently. So we're going to think different things and see the world differently, and that's okay. Hold this. I don't think people should be afraid to critique the world around them, though. I think, you know, being afraid to speak out loud about what you think of the world or the people in it, I don't like that, man. I don't like feeling like I'm walking on eggshells every time I speak, you know. I don't like that shit. I'm always going to say what I want to say. I don't care about being liked by everyone. You know, if you want to dislike me because I disagree with you on something, then go ahead, dude. I don't care. You know, I'm cool with a lot of people. I disagree with them on all types of things. That just because I disagree with them doesn't mean they're an enemy, or, you know, attacking someone's ideas and attacking someone as a person are two different things. And I know how to separate the two. I don't see people for their ideas. I see people for who they are, you know, and the ideas are separate unless those ideas are just like blatantly harmful. I'm not preaching for anyone to be silenced or attacked just because they disagree with me. I don't think I have the one correct way to view the world and politics and government, you know, just I think everyone's entitled to their own lines of thought, and they can do what they want, say what they want, as long as they're not inciting like, violence explicitly, you know. Sweet. Am I gonna snowball these boys? What's going on right now? What's happening? I'm about to get a Scourge Hook, which is good for me. Sweet. If I win this, I'll be so surprised. Like, they should cook me here. I'm literally not trying at all. They should 100% cook me here. Nice. That was a bold play. That was actually really bold by her. Is she going for that save? Don't do that. You silly boy. She may have made for this. She is pretty fast. She faked that window just slightly. Sweet. Jolt on that. Oh my god. These boys are getting snowballed big time. Should I start trying for real? Maybe I should start. Maybe I should. Let's put her right here. I'll really be able to see him coming in from right here. And I get another Scourge Hook. Love to see that. Hold this. Sweet. Alright, I'm actually going to start trying here. Screw it. Let's do it. They're over here healing. They have a boon totem up there. That's interesting. Where's this shit at, man? I can't even find it. Still not going in for the save. That's interesting. Thank you very much. Can I get her out of here? Let's find out, baby. Oh, you folded. Give me that. Damn, I think she misclicked. Alright, let's kill her ass. Boop. Nice. Hello there, buddy. I thought that was going to be a sprint burst. Damn, my boy. Ran right into it. I just led you into it. Give me that. Let's hook her up in the middle of all the action once again so I can get right back to her. Hold this, cool beans. Sweet. Hello there, buddy. Hold that. Oh, nice. Give this a little kickaroo. Nice. Sweet. Oh, that was clean by him. Not gonna lie. I get him here. Oh, oh, damn, I meant to hold it. Shit. Accidentally tapped it. Oh, man. Oh, man. They may win this here. Because I did that dumb shit. Because I did that dumb shit. And do. Sweet. I didn't see that shit coming. I ain't gonna lie. Hold that. Damn. I'm not really going for the win, so I don't really care how much time I waste here. Hold this. Sweet. Thank you very much. Got a deadlock on that. Cool, cool, cool. I think deadlock is one of the best perks in the game, hands down. I mean, they literally can't do anything right now because I had deadlock. It's going to extend the time so much, and I'll likely be able to find one of them. Damn, shorty stretched out. Sheesh. Oh, and they had this pumping, and boom, look, I found one of them. Cool. I think I'm walking away with the 3K at least, boys. Hold this. Sweet. Nice. But yeah, I don't think it's good to, you know, put yourself in a echo chamber. I think you should be confronted with thoughts that oppose your own quite often, because you know, you have to challenge your thoughts and see if they can withstand. You know, maybe your thoughts are built upon a weak foundation, and because you have never been offered any other perspective, you think your perspective is correct. You know, it's kind of like the you never miss what you never had effect. You know, you don't know if you're missing out on something yet, and you know, maybe there is something to miss and you've just never had it yet. Like, think about the thoughts that you hold dear today. I mean, at some point you didn't believe in them because you didn't know they existed, and then you heard them or were convinced that they are the correct way to think, and now you hold them very dear. So who's to say that can't just happen again, unless you're closed-minded and you're completely in denial that there's any thought out there that can truly challenge your own and convince you that, you know, you don't have the one way to think. Just, you know, you don't know if that's out there. So, you know, embrace its potential existence. Damn. Live life with an open mind and don't demonize and villainize everybody that thinks differently from you. That's how you learn and grow, you know what I mean? Don't give yourself a ceiling. You know, don't do that to yourself. Let your thoughts evolve and grow and, you know, venture off to new and unfamiliar places and expand your, you know, perspective. Hold this. Thank you. Damn, I just walked away with another 4K. That is insane. Give me that. Oh, this, buddy. Thank you. And yes, even when I'm not trying, I don't give these boys hatch. Gimme, gimme. Sweet. But yeah, this video was kind of all over the place. I just wanted to chat. You know, I just wanted to speak out loud and hear myself talk, I guess. So yeah, if you enjoyed this, thank you very much, and let me know your thoughts below, and you know, let me know if you want more videos like this. But yeah, I had fun making this though. And all the topics I touched on in this video are very broad, surface level. In general, I didn't get too deep into anything, so don't think that this properly reflects everything I think about it. There are deeper layers to this that I would get in a future video or something. But yeah, this is just my general thoughts.